Good evening. The Florida Department of Transportation would like to welcome you to this hybrid public hearing for the SR State Road 78 Pine Island Road at Hibiscus Drive design project. We would also like to thank any elected officials for joining us this evening. My name is Miranda Lansdale. I am the Public Involvement Consultant on this project, and I will be your moderator tonight. The presentation will last approximately 20 minutes. Slide 3, participation formats. Tonight's public hearing is being presented in 3 formats: in person at the Cape Coral City Hall Commission chambers, virtually through GoToWebinar, and over the phone. There is no cost to the public to participate in this event. All attendees participating by electronic device or phone will be muted during the presentation. The audio and on-screen components of this meeting are being recorded. The recording will be available on the project website, www.swflroads.com, within a week after tonight's hearing. Slide 4, COVID precautions. This public hearing complies with Governor DeSantis's COVID-19 safe, smart, step-by-step plan for Florida's recovery. The physical location has been arranged to allow for social distancing and the implementation of CDC safety guidelines, while the virtual component provides for online engagement. If you are joining us tonight from Cape Coral City Hall, please ensure you are maintaining a distance of at least 6 feet between yourself and other attendees and staff. The use of masks and one-way foot traffic are strongly encouraged. Note that hand sanitizer stations are available throughout the room and that sinks for washing hands are available in the hallway restrooms. Slide 5, GoToWebinar. Before we begin the project presentation, we would like to help familiarize online attendees with the GoToWebinar platform. On your computer or device screen, you should see a control panel that looks like this. The default audio setting will play sound from your computer or device speakers. If you prefer to listen by phone, select Phone Call in the audio pane of the control panel, then dial in using the information displayed. All attendees will be placed in listen-only mode throughout the presentation. Following the presentation, the formal comment period will begin. During that time, an individual's microphone will be unmuted by the moderator when he or she is called upon for comment. This public hearing is being recorded, and all comments, whether typed or spoken, will become part of the public hearing record. Slide 6, technical difficulties or alternative participation. If you experience technical difficulties with GoToWebinar or prefer an alternative method of participation, you may download the presentation slides on www.swflroads.com under Future Projects, Lee County, State Road 78, Pine Island Road at Hibiscus Drive, and follow along through your phone audio by dialing 1-877-309-2074 and entering access code 908-558-458. This audio information has been provided for you in the chat box. GoToWebinar also offers a technical support library and live chat feature at www.support.goto.com/webinar. All materials related to this public hearing, including a recording of the public hearing, will be accessible on the project website for those who were unable to participate in tonight's live event. Slide 7, tonight's program. Tonight's program started with an open house during which you were invited to view project displays. The remainder of the program will include an introduction to the project team and public hearing process, the formal project presentation, and a formal comment period. Instructions on how to participate in the public comment portion will be provided momentarily. Slide 8, the project team. With us this evening, either remotely or at the venue, we have the following project team members: Leanna Shale, Project Manager, FDOT District 1, Stephen Davis, Traffic Services Engineer, FDOT District 1, John Kubicki, Traffic Safety Engineer, FDOT District 1, and Brian Rick, Communications Officer, FDOT District 1. Slide 9, regulations governing tonight's public hearing. Public hearings are a regulated forum for presenting information and obtaining public input. Tonight's public hearing is an opportunity for members of the public to express their opinions and concerns about the design of a road improvement project on State Road 78, Pine Island Road, at Hibiscus Drive in Cape Coral, Lee County, Florida. Tonight's public hearing is consistent with the federal and state requirements shown on this slide. Slide 10, Title 6. Public hearings hosted by the Florida Department of Transportation comply with Title 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting the Florida Department of Transportation District 1 Title VI Coordinator, Cynthia Sykes, or the State Title VI Coordinator, Jacqueline Paramore, at the contact information listed on the screen. This contact information is also included in the public notifications that were published for this project. Slide 11, Public Notice. Notice for this public hearing, including information on how to access the online meeting platform, was provided by mail to property owners and tenants in the project area, posted in the News Press newspaper, in the Florida Administrative Register, on the Florida Department of Transportation Public Notices website, on the Florida Department of Transportation SWFLroads.com website, and on FDOT social media. A media release was also issued, and the City of Cape Coral included the public hearing notice in their calendar of online events. Slide 12, Submitting comments during tonight's hearing. The Florida Department of Transportation encourages community members to participate in this Pine Island Road design project by submitting their comments to the project team. Comments may be spoken or written. This public hearing is being recorded, and all comments, whether typed or spoken, will be included in the public hearing record. In-person attendees who would like to speak during the public comment portion should turn in a speaker request card. In-person attendees who would like to offer a written comment should turn in a completed comment form. Online attendees that would like to speak during the public comment portion should type their name, mailing address, and email address into the questions pane of the GoToWebinar control panel. Online attendees wishing to provide a written statement may type their contact information, followed by their comment, into the questions pane of the GoToWebinar control panel. All speakers should open their comments by stating their first and last name. Please note that public hearings are intended as an opportunity for FDOT to hear the public. Public hearings do not accommodate question and answer exchanges. It is not the role of staff to answer questions during a public hearing. If you have questions regarding the information that has been presented tonight or other questions about the project, please speak with a member of the FDOT project team after tonight's public hearing has concluded. Slide 13, Submitting comments after tonight's hearing. Project materials, including a recording of tonight's presentation, will be available on the www.swflroads.com website following tonight's hearing. Questions or comments may be submitted to FDOT Project Manager Leanna Shale via mail, email, or phone. All comments received or postmarked by May 9, 2021 will become part of the official public record. The addresses and phone number on this slide were provided in public notifications and are posted on the www.swflroads.com website. I will now be turning the microphone over to Leanna Shale, FDOT Project Manager for this project, to narrate the project presentation.
Slide 14, Project Presentation. Good evening. This slide marks the beginning of the project presentation for State Road 78, Pine Island Road, at Hibiscus Drive in Cape Coral, Lee County. Financial Project Identification Number 448970-1-31-01. Slide 15, Project Area. The Future Improvements Project Area consists of a single intersection at Pine Island Road and Hibiscus Drive. Property surrounding the intersection is zoned Commercial Corridor. The northeast quadrant of this intersection is vacant. There is a neighborhood Walmart in the southeast quadrant, an insurance office in the northwest quadrant, and a BJ's wholesale club in the northwest quadrant. Shopping centres line the north and south sides of Pine Island Road between the intersections at Pondella Road and Hibiscus Drive. Slide 16, current conditions. Within the study area, Pine Island Road is a 4-lane divided roadway with a posted speed limit of 55 miles per hour. Eastbound and westbound Pine Island Road consist of 1 designated left turn lane, 2 through lanes, 1 bicycle lane, and 1 designated right turn lane. Northbound and southbound Hibiscus Drive each have 2 lanes, a designated left turn lane, and a shared through right turn lane. An opening in the raised median at the intersection permits right and left turning traffic movements from all 4 directions. Traffic entering Pine Island Road from Hibiscus Drive is controlled by a stop sign. Slide 17, safety concerns. The existing full median opening at Hibiscus Drive, combined with an average annual daily traffic of 30,000 vehicles and a posted speed limit of 55 miles per hour on State Road 78, make navigating this intersection a safety concern. Data collected for this intersection between the years 2014 through 2018 reveals a total of 58 crashes, 34 of which resulted in injuries. 40 angle and 15 left turn crashes account for the majority of crashes during these 5 years. It has been determined through the department's analysis that converting this existing full median opening to a directional median opening will reduce crashes and improve the safety and operation of this intersection. Slide 18, design conditions. The design for a temporary median at Hibiscus Drive proposes directional turn lane median openings. Access will remain for vehicles turning left or right from Pine Island Road onto Hibiscus Drive, and for vehicles turning right from Hibiscus Drive onto Pine Island Road. Access will be closed to left turns from Hibiscus Drive onto Pine Island Road. Motorists wishing to drive west from northbound Hibiscus Drive, or motorists wishing to drive east from southbound Hibiscus Drive, will make a right turn onto Pine Island Road and may complete a U-turn at the next opening. Median openings are located approximately 950 feet east and 1,350 feet west of the intersection. Slide 19, project schedule and cost. Design of the safety improvement began in spring 2021. Construction of the temporary medians is anticipated approximately 6 months after today's public hearing in fall 2021 at a cost of approximately $14,687. This concludes the presentation for the State Road 78, Pine Island Road at Hibiscus Drive Access Management Design Project in Cape Coral, Lee County. Financial Project Identification Number 448970-1-31-01. I'll ask Miranda to resume moderating for the public comment portion of tonight's public hearing.
Thank you, Leanna. The project presentation has now concluded. In a few minutes, you will have the opportunity to offer spoken comments about the proposed improvements on Pine Island Road. Your comments will become part of the official public hearing record. As a reminder, public hearings are intended as an opportunity for FDOT to hear the public. Public hearings do not accommodate question and answer exchanges. It is not the role of staff to answer questions during a public hearing. If you have questions regarding the information that has been presented tonight, or other questions about the project, please speak with a member of the FDOT team after tonight's public hearing has concluded. Contact information will be provided on the final presentation slide. Slide 21, public comment protocol. We will first hear comments from online attendees. Once we have heard all comments from online attendees, we will hear from attendees at the in-person meeting location. Individuals will have up to 3 minutes to speak. As a reminder, all comments shared during tonight's public hearing are being recorded and will be included in the official hearing record. During the comment period, all remote attendees will remain in listen-only mode until the moderator calls their name and unmutes them. If you have also self-muted, please be sure to turn on your microphone when the moderator announces you. Slide 22, questions pane for online attendees. Online attendees. If you have not already located the questions pane and microphone control in your control panel, please do so now. If you would like to speak, type your first and last name, mailing address, and email address into the questions pane. Monitor your control panel when your name is called to verify that the moderator has unmuted you. If you do not wish to speak but do want to offer a comment, type your contact information followed by your comment directly into the questions pane. Slide 23, speaker request card and comment form for in-person attendees. If you are attending this hearing at the in-person location and would like to offer a spoken comment, please fill out a speaker request card and provide it to our circulating team member. If you do not wish to speak but do want to offer a comment, write your comment on the comment form and provide it to our circulating team member. Members of the public are also welcomed to submit comments after tonight's public hearing. Comments may be mailed, emailed, or phoned in to the project manager within the next 10 days by May 9th to be included in the public record. Slide 24, the 3-minute clock. We are now ready to begin taking comments from online attendees. A 3-minute clock is shown on the screen. Online attendees who wish to speak should enter their name, mailing address, and email address into the questions pane if they have not already. All speakers should open their comments by stating their first and last name. At this time, I am not seeing any contact information entered into the questions pane of our GoToWebinar control panel. We do have several attendees who are participating remotely. If any of those attendees would like to offer a comment, I encourage you to enter your name and contact information into the questions panel at this time. Seeing no action on the questions pane, I am going to offer to transition to in-person speaker requests. In-person attendees, if you have not already submitted a speaker request card, please do so now. Do we have any speaker request cards?
Yes, we do. We'd like to hear from Susan Cross. If she's here. Oh yeah. I was like, where?
Ms. Cross, if you wouldn't mind heading to this microphone over here, that way we have a sanitized station for you. You don't have to share our germs.
My name is Susan Cross, and I've lived on Hibiscus Drive for over 40 years. When I first moved there, it was kind of like a little country street. We had woods all around us, and everything was very pleasant. Well, then, when BJ's and Walmart moved in, our street, Hibiscus Drive, has turned into a racetrack. Cars are flying through there. There's so many accidents at the end of our street on the intersection of Pine Island Road and Hibiscus Drive that I can hardly sit out on my patio at night just to read the paper or read my email or what have you, because I keep hearing the screeching tires and the crashes and the ambulances, fire trucks. I mean, it's just a constant noise in the area. This project is so overdue. My neighbors have talked about it, and we were under the impression that when Walmart came in that they had said they would put a light at Hibiscus and Pine Island Road, and then the light was put down at 24th, which was also a really dangerous intersection. But Hibiscus Drive, my neighbor who lives on the street, was sitting at the stop sign at Hibiscus and Pine Island Road. There was an accident, and that accident ended up taking her into it, and she hung upside down in her van for like 45 minutes before they could get her out. And she was just waiting at the stop sign to pull out, to go right on Pine Island Road, and she was involved in the wreck. What we found is a lot of people get in the middle of the intersection. They don't know what traffic is coming, and they just pull out. And, it's just a really, in fact, my husband insists that instead of me going from our street to Pine Island Road, excuse me, for me to go our street, Hibiscus Drive, to Pondella and circle back around to where Pine Island and Pondella have a traffic light. If we're coming from, if we're heading west on Pine Island Road, and we get to the intersection that we could just make a left-hand turn and go down to our home.
About 10 seconds.
We don't. We go up to where the Target left turn lane is, make a U-turn, and then come back to Hibiscus to go down to our street or down to our home. Because that intersection, there's just been so much trouble. I mean, the accidents. I mean, I heard one night, I was telling Liana, I was sitting on my back patio reading my email, and I mean, I heard the crash. There was no squealing tires or anything, and I actually had a police officer because I called 911 because I knew somebody got hurt. And my husband's like, "Why did you call 911?" I said, "Because I could tell that, this was bad." And so I got
have to ask you to wrap it up. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Our 3-minute clock has expired.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's really, this project is past due.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Do I have any more speaker request cards from the House?
Not at this time.
Okay, and I'm returning to our online pane to see if we have had any remote attendees indicate that they would like to speak. And at this time, I still do not have any remote attendees indicating they would like to speak. Seeing no additional requests, we will close the microphones. Before I close that microphone, let's play it safe. Could I have one of my online attendees type into the questions pane? You could simply type the word test. I know we have a couple friendly faces on the line who would be happy to help us out if they're listening. All right, thank you very much, Kalandra. So we have confirmed that the questions pane is working, which makes me more comfortable with closing down the microphones and moving on to our conclusion. Slide 25, public hearing conclusion. As a reminder, comments may be submitted to FDOT Project Manager Leanna Shale after tonight's public hearing via mail, email, or phone. All comments received or postmarked by May 9th, 2021 will become part of the official public record. The phone number and addresses on this slide were provided in public notifications and are posted on the www.swflroads.com website. On behalf of the Florida Department of Transportation, I'd like to thank you for attending the public hearing and providing your input on this project. It is now 6:25, I hereby officially close the public hearing for State Road 78, Pine Island Road, Access Management Design Project at Hibiscus Drive in Cape Coral, Lee County. Financial Project Identification Number 448970-1-31-01. Have a good evening.